Welcome to the Maker's Gonna Learn YouTube channel and Facebook page. I'm so excited that we are live together today, and I want to thank so many people for already tuning in and joining the YouTube live or Facebook live. This is gonna be so much fun. In today's training, we are talking all about what it takes to sell our projects. Who is excited to focus in? And maybe we have some friends here today saying, Tanner, I'm on the fence about selling. Can I really value my crafts? Can I really charge actual money for my projects? That, my friend, is what I want to talk about and really center today's conversation and live stream around is truly what it takes to sell your creations today. It is going to be such an amazing time together because we are gearing up for so much fun. If you guys did not know, we have an upcoming webinar training week. What that looks like is there's 3 masterclasses, 3 webinars that you can sign up from. We're having one on Sunday, one on Tuesday, and one on Thursday that I do not want you to miss out on, my friends. If you're interested in selling, if you want to learn more, be sure to get plugged in to that because it's an amazing live webinar with me. We have some special surprises during the webinar training that you don't want to miss out on. So definitely register for it. Pick the day that's best for you. There's going to be a lot in that training. So we're super excited, but I'm also really thrilled today to answer all of your questions on what it takes to sell your projects. That is what we are focusing in on today. Julie's here saying, I have other crafters that want to buy my designs and cut files. How do I sell those? Yes, if you're wanting to sell cut files, if you're wanting to sell projects, anything like that, today we're talking what it takes to sell, period. So whatever you may be selling, amazing opportunity for you to learn more about what it will actually take to sell. Linda's here and says, hoping this helps me to decide if I'm ready to sell. So yay, I love it. It is going to be awesome. And Allison, yes, it's the same content for all 3 webinars. I'm live with you at each one of those. Like you're gonna get live energy Tanner at all 3 of those trainings. So I'm just doing it to serve you guys in case one time wouldn't work for you. This is awesome. So it's big enough that I'm doing it 3 times. So pick the time that's best for you. Now on the Sunday webinar, I will just go ahead and tell you it'll be my first one. So that's the one that you're going to definitely not want to miss out on if you can be there. It's going to be fantastic. So yes, this is available later as well. And we do want people to buy your stuff. So that's what we're excited about and ready to dive into. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead. We are going to go back and forth talking all about the different things. So let's go ahead and take a look at our slides today. So in today's video, we are talking all about what it takes to sell. Right? We're talking about taking your hobby and turning it into a successful business. Regina says, first time to watch this live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so excited for you to be here. Yay! I cannot wait. You do not want to miss out on this. Now, I heard that we have some brand new friends here with us for today's live stream. So I want to go ahead and welcome all of our brand new friends. If you're brand new here, I want to welcome you to Maker's Gonna Learn and introduce myself. So I'm Tanner Bell. I am a DIY creative. I have been on the internet creating videos every single week since 2010. My Cricut is actually what got me making videos here on the first place, and it is fantastic. I love it. I love sharing with everyone all of the amazing creations that you can make with your Cricut. I love being able to come to you guys and give you guys inspiration, and most importantly, I love inspiring you guys. So that's our mission at Maker's Gonna Learn. We founded Maker's Gonna Learn in 2017, and we set out for 3 different things. We wanted to inspire, we wanted to educate, and we wanted to motivate die cutting crafters, and that is our goal every single day. So I just want to welcome all of our friends, and it is so much fun. I see so many first-time viewers. I want to welcome you guys. Marissa says, found your channel last week and have been obsessed. Well, guys, I am so excited that you guys are here today, and I want to not only answer all of your questions, I also want to share with you guys some amazing points that I don't want you to miss out on. These points today that we're going to be going over are really fantastic, and I'm super excited for you guys to be able to get all of the details. So in today's training, we are going to be going over quite a bit, but what I want you guys to really know is to go through questions to ask before you start selling. What are your questions that you have before you start selling? I see a lot of you guys saying, hey Tanner, I'm brand new and I am on the fence about selling. Let's all just use the comments, whether we're on Facebook, whether we're on YouTube. What are those questions that you have before you start selling? So let's all think about this real quick. What are we thinking about right now? Questions. Is it, can I actually sell my projects? I don't know how to price my projects. I am struggling to know what people will buy. These are great questions to be asking yourself, and we want to address those. So in the comments right now, feel free to throw up any of those because we do want to address them. We are going to touch on a few, and then we'll also be able to share with you guys some awesome tips and tricks that we have planned for today's training. Rachel, how many friends do we have with us today?
Tanner, we have over 300
Over
friends
300 friends. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, as you all are getting plugged into letting us know your questions, I want to give another reminder that if you are not registered for our webinar week, if you're not ready to get plugged in, I want to encourage you to go ahead and get registered. It's makersgonnalearn.com/go. You are going to be able to literally go ahead and get registered. That is going to be a big deal in building your die cutting business. So I want to walk with you guys in that week. So don't forget. So yay, Rachel, there's so many great questions.
Tanner, my little hands have been trying to write down
Yes.
some of the best ones. There are so many.
Best place to sell. Do you have to set up your business with a tax ID before selling?
How do I find my niche? How to
Yes.
price items? I'm seeing a lot of great
Yes,
questions.
Linda says, I don't want a side hustle. I want to replace my income. Linda, I want to kick off and say that is a fantastic starting point for you, because in today's training, we're going to dive into what your why is, whether it's a side hustle, whether it's replacing your income. My friends, I have a theory and a way of doing business that's unlike a lot of others, okay? The way I do business is very analytical. It's very black and white. So one thing my wife calls is crazy Tanner math. So if I'm wanting to start a business, I know how much it's going to cost to get started, and I know how many I'm going to have to sell to rebound my initial investment. That is number one. But then number two is what that annual year big number is. And the thing about this is that that big number, Linda, is something that can scare you. So say you want to make, $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, right? Let's go ahead and we'll use $40,000, right? So we're going to take 40,000, and this is crazy Tanner math. Welcome to today's training. And we're going to divide that. So we know we want to replace our salary. That's $40,000 a year, and we're going to divide that by 12. So let's go ahead and divide that by 12. So what that big scary number, my friends, just turned into is a lot more obtainable, a lot more, it's an easier number. It's not as scary, it's simpler, it's better. So we're down to $3,333, okay? Now, once we're there, we're gonna say, on average, how many weeks are in a year? So we're gonna say 4. So we're gonna divide that by 4. So what that used to look like, that $40,000 crazy, scary number has now been able to be turned down into a lot more obtainable. We know if we want to replace our income to $40,000 a year, that we have to generate $833 a week, right? How are we going to do it? Well, we are going to build up selling our projects. We're going to first replace our material cost, and then we're going to start trying to scale up whatever our product offering is. And it will start small and it will build up. I love sharing that, our membership started with a small community of 100 or so people, and we just were able to slowly replace my income in other businesses to allow this to be my full-time living. So after 833, say the average product that you're going to sell is $35. So you're gonna have to say, I need to sell 23 items a week. And then now you know that you need to sell 23 items priced at $35 every single week, okay? Now the crazy part is that's quite a bit. I feel you, right? What if there was multiple ways that you have customers coming in, right? You could have customers coming in from Facebook. You could have customers coming in from Etsy. You could have customers coming in from different areas. So there's different legs and different stable streams coming into your business. So that's what I wanted, to just kick off today's training. This was not scheduled. I love taking a YouTube comment. I love doing that, and it is so much fun just to share with you guys kind of like the crazy Tanner math that has allowed us to build up a membership with over 15,000 customers. It is obtainable, my friends. There is a way for you to do it. And the thing is, it takes time. And you're gonna learn that today. So Rachel, I have to be real with you. I have not looked at the comments one bit. I don't know how the energy's doing. What?
Oh, Tanner, they are pumped.
Love it. I love it.
400 people watching
400
today.
people. Hello.
And they are so excited to learn. I'm
Yes.
So
Oh my goodness. This is so much fun. Brenda loves Tanner math. Velma does not know how to price her items. My friend, get ready. It's going to be fun. And Beth says, oh boy, I'm only at 1 or 2 items a week right now. That's okay. I love that you're at 1 or 2 items, because that's something that we can take your processes and we can say, what is bringing me in those 1 or 2 customers a week, right? If you are bringing in 1 or 2 orders a week, let's kind of take that and try to scale it. Let's try to take that and multiply it, right? If you're at 2, we're going to get you to 6, then we're going to get you to 12, and before you know it, you're going to have processes down, you're going to have it in place, and it's so much fun. So I love it. Super pumped to learn the MGL way. Nicole, I love it. Linda says, breaking it down like this makes it look easier. Yes, I absolutely love that. When you have it broken down, it is way more obtainable. So that is so much fun. Linda also says, I love this. Part of our income is subscription. What about physical product where you have to bring in customers? Just like a subscription-based customer that is auto-paying yearly, monthly, 6-month, with your different customer base, there's ways to effectively market to where a customer becomes a long-term fan. If you do a great job, I wear the same black shirt every single day. Do I own 1 black shirt or do I own 20, right? I own the same black shirt because I love the shirt. So just like if you can provide a quality product that people love, they're gonna come back to you time and time again. So in theory, you're creating long-term growth. So the customer is not only valued at the $20, they're going to come back to you time and time again, which is what I love teaching, because who would rather have, a few customers rather than having to find a new customer every single order? You want to have an experience, you want to have an environment that is inviting and wants to welcome them back. So let's go ahead and dive into some of the questions that you want to ask before you start selling. I love giving some great, action-fired advice, addressing things live with you. But of course, as you guys know, Makers Gonna Learn style, we prepare some really great stuff. So one of the biggest questions we get when people are starting is really, will people actually pay for my crafts? Now, my friends, what I want you to go ahead and realize is that just because you are here, you are crafting constantly, your theory and your opinion is very swayed. So for example, I don't know about you, but you may be like my wife. My wife, Courtney, will be at a big box retailer or really any store, and she'll see something she loves. She absolutely loves it. But when it comes down to it, she's like, I can make this. There was for example, at Home Goods, $100 piece of art, and someone snatched it before she was able to, but she then said, no worries, I'm not gonna look for this again, I'm going to create it. Now, guys, it took her a lot longer to create it than just giving them the money, right? But she enjoyed it and she loves it. I think that's what a lot of us at home that are watching right now feel the same way. We feel like there's no reason to pay for it because we know how to make it, right? That's not what your ideal customer is going to think when they see your projects, because your ideal customer is not someone that actually crafts, right? We craft, so we have a different viewpoint. We have a different perspective than others who don't have a Cricut, others who would have no idea where to start, and honestly, probably don't even know what a Cricut is called, right? This is a big mindset shift when you come and realize that this is going to be something that you will actually have people ready to pay you for your crafts because you're not having to create. They're getting a pre-made item. Maybe you're offering custom items, and people will actually really pay me for my crafts. So if you're here, if you're taking notes, I want you to go ahead and pull out the notebook, and I want you to start thinking, that and writing down that my ideal customer is not a crafter. So that will just let you know the mindset shift that you have to make, that they're not going to be in the same mindset that you may be. And yes, I am real here today as well. Penny is letting someone know, hello. I love it. I love it. Rachel, are there any questions that we have overlooked that you think we should address real quick while we're, talking questions to ask before we start selling?
Well, I think that you're going to cover a lot of this. I think that what I'm seeing overall, the biggest issue and the biggest insecurity that people have is how to price their items. That's what they want to know. That's the biggest thing. So I can't wait to dive into this and really help them out.
Totally. Well, I'm so excited to share that. Let's go ahead and go back to the main camera because I want to address that, because I did see, like you said, a ton of people saying, Tanner, the number one thing holding me back is how to price my items.
And not only that, but I think maybe they're not confident enough in their sales and in their items.
And that's what we've got. We've got our slides and we're really excited to dive deep, but I want to make sure that you guys are truly able to price your products not only competitively, but confidently, right? That's what we want. We want confident pricing, because if you believe in your product, if you believe in your service, you're going to be able to sell it 10 times better than if you don't believe in it, right? That's the best part. You want to give your all for your customers, and I think Maker's going to learn. I mean, I'm obviously swayed. I think Maker's Gonna Learn is a great opportunity to share with you guys how we do go above and beyond for our customer. You can look at any business. You can look at Starbucks. They have a barista promise. If you don't like your order, you can go back and they'll remake it for free. Such great peace of mind that even if you have one bad interaction one time, they'll make up for it. So definitely think about that, and that's how they're able to charge what they charge. When Starbucks hit the field, they were not looking at the average cost per cup of coffee. They said they're creating a whole new niche. So when I say I want you to price competitively, but also confidently, I want you to be confident in what you charge. I don't want you to think that the customer is ripping you off, that it's undervalued, but I also want it to be competitive to what the market is willing to pay. So the way we deem this here at Makers Gonna Learn, and my kind of philosophy for anyone, whether it be doing a service, whether it be doing a product, is that you have to give yourself an hourly wage. You could take your hourly wage at work, or you could take that hourly wage at work and kind of add in some other fees to get that higher. So if you want to make $25 an hour, we'll use that simple one, and you know to make a project it's going to cost 2 hours, then that would be $50 for your labor plus material cost. Maybe the material cost would be $15, right? Pretty simple. So then your full project cost for that order would be right at $65. And that's how you're able to do very simple, really great structured math for your quotes. Whether you're listing things on Facebook, whether people are messaging you for pricing, which is totally fine, that is how you want to do the equation. It would be your desired hourly rate times how many hours plus material cost. There's ways that in our Design Make Sell program, we teach you guys how to get your costs down so that A, you can make more profit, or B, you can charge the customer less to be more competitive. And in the program, we really do dive deep in, do you want to be custom? Do you want to be a really niche business with one focus, or do you want to be more like a Walmart? We really dive deep in Design Make Sell, talking a lot about how to really structure your company, how to stand out from the crowd. And we've had over 1,000 students go through that program with a ton of success.
We like to give everybody everything they need to get started. So whether you need to set up an Etsy shop or know where to sell, or let's talk about hidden prices, like for instance, shipping, the cost of shipping.
Yes,
there is a lot of fun little equations and tips and tricks in there that will get you guys super confident in selling.
Yes, Nicole says, materials for my pillow cost $22 and 3 hours to make. I feel like $60 is way too much. So Nicole, I don't know what type of pillow this is, so obviously I'd have to see it. I'd have to do a quick research or a little bit, but if you are spending 3 hours doing a custom pillow, I'm going to imagine it's a higher end pillow, and pillows are pretty expensive. We are furnishing a lake house. Pillows are very expensive. Some standard ones at like Home Goods and TJ Maxx are like $45. So possibly that could make sense. I don't know. Like, what can you do to set yours apart? What are things that you could eliminate? If you think it wouldn't be the price, that would be one thing. So,
and also, if you're just starting out, you might get faster as time goes on.
That's one of the better things too.
Yeah,
the better your craft is, and sometimes people are saying, well, hey, I'm an expert and I can do this in 30 minutes, but somebody might say it would take me 3 hours. You can still charge whatever people are willing to pay, obviously. So then you're able to, use that time just as give yourself a little bit of a raise, which is really nice. So I love it. Marianne says, boom, that's my fear, shipping. Shipping can definitely be overwhelming. But the best part is the United States Postal Service, UPS, FedEx, they have to make it really clear and define, because they have to do this every day, right? They know how to do it, and as soon as you catch on, there's training in Design Make Sell to give advice for getting started with shipping. Etsy does a great job if you're selling on Etsy to kind of help assist you in that process by weighing your item.
You have so many options.
There's a lot of options.
If you want to add in the cost in the price,
yes,
or give them the option to pay the full cost. There's so many options. You do not be scared of shipping.
Yes.
It's all bark, no bite.
Totally. We also have a friend saying, do you charge for the design time? Yes. I talk about this in Design Make Sell. So Design Make Sell, you cannot purchase right now. The doors will be opening during our webinar week. You're here in the live, so I'm going to be honest with you. The doors are closed right now. This is just a free training. I want you guys to know what it really takes to sell. But Design Make Sell is opening the doors soon, and one of the things we talk about is if you're doing custom work, there is a surge charge for that because it is a custom piece. There's more one-on-one with the client. There's more elements that's required. And yes, you do charge for your design source, your designing. So yes, I love it. So much fun. Well, guys, let's head back in. Yes, people are willing to pay for your crafts because they're not a crafter. They don't have the mindset like we do when we're out and about online shopping or in the store. Next question we get often is, how will I know what will really sell? Okay, how will I know what will really sell? My friends, I want to share a story. So when I launched Maker's Gonna Learn, we actually launched as a pre-sale. What we were able to do was offer any member that joined Maker's Gonna Learn not only a discount, but we let them know they were buying into like a trial, right? I wasn't doing a ton of work building a community and waiting for people to show up. I made sure that we set the launch date far enough out after our product was deemed good. Like once people said, yes, I do want this, then we put in the work. What I want you to take advantage of and what I want you to think about is, what projects have you already made? What projects have you already made that could make you money? Now, one of the big ones I want to touch on is doormats. How many of us have used our doormats here at Maker's Gonna Learn, our process, our tutorial to make doormats before? Because I love my doormats. And let me tell you, they're one of the best quality Cricut projects I've ever made. I have a doormat that we made probably 3 offices ago, so it's a pretty long one. We've had it for a few years, and it's still at my door. They're amazing. What you can do is, if you have any pictures from when you first made it, you can post that and say, hey, I'm taking orders. Do you want to have a custom doormat? I'm making one. Spring is the perfect time for people to spruce up their outdoor spaces. So let's say the doormat idea, a great idea. Those doormats at IKEA, $7, $8, pretty affordable. Target, they're 10. Hobby Lobby, they're 10 or 12. That would be easily a $35 product right there. And the process is very repetitive, very fun, and I'm sure you would love to do that. But I'm not saying go buy 10 doormats, make them, and try to sell them. We're doing reverse. We're making sure we have the commitment, and what you're going to do is you're going to get the commitment. You're going to let them know a delivery time. Always set it a week further out than when you think you can deliver. So if you're like, okay, today Susie's going to order a doormat from me, I know I can have it done by next Wednesday. I'm going to let her know it'll be 2 Wednesdays from now, just to give yourself that extra cushion. No matter what comes up, her order is not going to be rushed. It's going to be quality, and you're not out anything. You can also, if you're strapped for cash or worried about someone following through with an order, I've seen a lot of people in Facebook groups before saying, hey, I made this project for an order. We had a desired time to meet and they didn't show up. Now I have this project and I'm out, right? My friend, when you're on Amazon or any website for that matter, and you order something, you get your money up front and then you ship the product. So feel free to take a deposit, feel free to charge before they deliver it, and that's okay. That's setting boundaries, that's making sure your time is valued, and you know right up front how many doormats you need and whatnot, so that you're testing the market so you know what people actually buy, what kind of phrases they like on it, and you are able to test really, really well. I love it. I love it. Oh yes, I do judge time based on what office we are in.
And I actually love this
yes.
question. Someone says doormats seem like they're hard to ship, and actually guys, if you buy those fun little tubes that you can get really anywhere that you guys can ship, like blueprint plans or anything, roll them up and ship them out. They're one of the easiest things to ship.
Yes, that is a great hack. And these are things that you only get when you're live with us or if you're in our membership community for Design Make Sell. There's so many great tips and tricks and hacks in there. So if you're here with me, friend, and you're like, Tanner, I am picking up what you're sitting down, I'm loving this, I want to make sure that you're plugged in for our webinar week. It's makersgonnalearn.com/go. And the reason why it's /go is because we're wanting you to say, hey, I'm ready. Hey, I want to learn more. Hey, I want to dive deeper. So definitely get plugged in for that webinar. Okay, so let's head back over. We got more questions that we want to ask before we start selling. The next one, where should I sell my project? Where should I sell my project? I love it. Linda says, I hadn't even thought about doormats. Yes, that's a great idea for people that are out there saying, oh my goodness, it's spring. I want to do something nice. I want to do something new. And it's a lot of fun. So yes, I love to give you guys some new ideas and things like that you may have not thought of before. But my friends, we want to talk about where we should sell my projects. Now, my friends, I want you to think bigger than yourself. If you have been here since earlier in the beginning of the live stream, I was talking through with a friend that was here on the live saying she wanted to replace her income. And we did this full breakdown of like how many items we would have to sell. And we would have to sell 23 items a week. How are we going to hit 23? Do you think it would be easier to serve 23 items a week in your local city in a 10, 20 mile radius? Or do you think it would be easier to take the plunge, to do something a little bit scary, to test it out and maybe sell locally, but in addition, sell on Etsy? One of my favorite things here is that Aaliyah, who is here, I see her. Hey, Aaliyah. Aaliyah commented on a live one night, and I'll never forget it. She says, Tanner, I got 2 orders in one night back to back while I cooked dinner. I think I'm about to faint. And that's the power of the internet, my friends. You're going to be able to reach people nationwide that really can make that 23 orders realistic. It is going to be something that is more feasible if you're selling to 23 a week across the state or whatever that may be. Remember, 23 a week is if you want to replace a $40,000 a year salary. If you're only wanting to say, Tanner, $500 a month would allow me to craft more. $500 a month would allow me to, be happier, just to be able to buy a little bit more, at the craft store may allow me to, help my kids out a little bit more. Whatever that number is for you that would really change or pivot, that's what number I want you to think about and do your crazy Tanner math or do your crazy Nicole math or your crazy Shay math, whoever you can do the math for. So yes, I highly believe that in the beginning, sell locally, sell to your friends and family if you feel comfortable doing that. But I want you to think a little bit bigger. Think about, figuring out Etsy. Think about going deeper with us, my friend, because I think to reach our goals, we have to sometimes do a little things, a little bit different, and it's definitely going to be really awesome. And yes, Aaliyah is a walk-in Design Make Sell testimony. Amen. I love it. So Terry says, so most of my things are custom. Would Etsy really work for me? Terry, yes, you would gladly be able to sell on Etsy. And believe it or not, Etsy has great custom abilities for you to offer. And it is so much fun. Now, in addition to Etsy, there are other platforms. You could use the Facebook Marketplace, you could use Amazon Handmade, but my friends, right now, with all the research we do, getting started on Etsy and building up some customers is a great way to get started without having to focus a lot in marketing. Like, marketing is a big thing that you would have to do if you're on other platforms. If you want to use Etsy, they kind of take a very small, tiny commission to do the marketing and bring you the customer. Whereas if you were building your own store and doing your own Facebook marketing, making videos and all the different things, that would be a little bit harder. What I love is that you can kind of do a little of everything and see what works for you. It'll take some time to find out what's best. So I like to say, get started on Etsy, and at the same time, you can start these other platforms if you have the time. It's all about how much time you're willing to give me, my friends, because the more time you give me, the more ideas I can give you, and it's a lot of fun. So you can always promote on the social media how to go ahead and buy on Etsy and things like that. But all crafters on Etsy, is it not oversaturated? These are fantastic questions, my friends, and I love addressing these. So all the crafters on Etsy, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to master Etsy. So the way to do that is to build amazing product descriptions, amazing titles, have amazing photos, and we teach all of that in Design Excel. We teach literally all of that in right here. So again, the doors are closed. Like, how many friends do we have hanging out with us?
432.
We have 432, y'all. The doors are closed to this program. They will be opening eventually, but in this program, we teach you guys how to be an amazing Etsy seller, and you're able to take it and stand out from the crowd. Do I think it's oversaturated? No, I do not, because Etsy came out with a report that there's like millions of like buyers, and there's only, you know, thousands of sellers. Like, the ratio is perfectly like very much sporadically different. I wish I had it to reference, but no, there's plenty of room for you to show up and come in with your own specialty to stand out and to get traction. It's all about putting the time in, developing your niche. You're not gonna know it right away. You're gonna have to go in blind. You're gonna do things that you have no idea how to do right now, but you're going to develop the roadmap. You're going to get the training. You're going to get the assistance and make it happen for you. And it is going to be so much fun. Please, if you are building a business on Facebook, please use a business account. You can promote it for like on your personal page, but you just share it. So you promote the business. Now, Pat says, why do you close enrollment? Now, my friends, I have way more free training, so I'm going to touch on this one more time. Design Excel is closed. Why do you close enrollment? What I love to do for this program is I get that this YouTube channel is not just for selling. I love selling, I love the business, but that's not what we're here to do every day. So there's a few weeks out of the year we say the doors are open. So the doors are opening soon, but there's a very big reason why. So that we can welcome those students in, so we can give them assistance, and we can really work with them. I change my schedule around to welcome students in, to give them training. Some of the bonuses we're adding for this upcoming launch is actually live training weekly, which is something that past members of Design Excel will be able to add in that they've asked for. So this next group of students is going to be getting some really great live training with me to answer questions, to do live Q&A, and so much more. So that's why we close enrollment, so that we're able to go above and beyond for the ones that say yes during the enrollment period. So definitely, if you're considering building your business, you're confused, you need to go deeper, my free webinar coming up, something you don't want to miss out on, my friends. Get registered, grab your seat, makersgonnalearn.com/go, and you'll be able to pick your time. So yes, I'm so excited. I love it. Aaliyah says you need to be informed and ready to make that commitment. Design Excel is not a whim decision at all. That's true. We want to make sure that you're educated. We want to make sure that you're confident and you're ready to put in the work, because we want you all to be walking testimonials like our friend Aaliyah. So yes, I love it. Well, okay, y'all, this next one is something that I believe wholeheartedly in, whether you are needing it to build your business or you're needing it to get through a rough day at work. Anything like that is something I want to talk about next. So let's go back to the slides and let's share what that is. And that is confidence, my friends. Not only must you believe in yourself, you must believe in your effort and your prices. You're going to have backlash. You're going to have people that is not happy with your pricing. You may have people not happy with something in your life. I mean, I think we can all think of different scenarios, but at the end of the day, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in the price that you choose, and that you are worth it. And at the end of the day, you're always worth it to your mama. So that's all you need. I love it. I have to say, if my mom believes in me, that's all that really matters, right? She's always there to support us. So your confidence is definitely key in this process, because the sooner you believe in yourself, the sooner that you say, hey, I'm worth it, the easier, the quicker it is for others around you to be able to show up and realize it. Because if you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect others to see it? People can, feel your tone in messages. People can read your body language. And if you are not able to confidently price your projects and confidently believe in what you have to offer, you're not going to be able to stand out and have people say yes to that. So yay, I love it. Maria, yes, if you're already in Design Make Sell, the live training will be available to you. So yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. So it's so much fun. Having confidence is not as easy as it would seem. Donna, I feel you. It has taken me years and years, and I feel like I have plenty of work to do as well. On confidence. So you always want to work on that and, just realize that, you have to make it black and white for yourself, because for some reason, the biggest critic we have is ourselves. So as soon as we realize that, as soon as we kind of journal, as weird as it may be seem to do, journal it out, put it black and white, why you believe in yourself, what you do that sets you apart. You can put numbers to it. You could say, hey, I've been crafting for 2 years. I definitely can stand out. I can definitely provide a great product. And I love this. Terry says, I look at negative reviews as a chance to improve my product. Yes. And it is fantastic. And, doing that and believing in yourself and, having the confidence is great, but we always want to focus on improving. But at the end of the day, we also have to, have that clear boundary of what we're willing to do and what we're not. And, I think, confidently believing in your process is something that is super, super amazing. So I love it. LOL, my mama doesn't believe in my process. Well, then we will get her there. And my friend, we have hundreds of friends here with us today. So not all questions, unfortunately, are able to be addressed. But we do see a majority, and we try to help you through it all. So I apologize not getting, every single comment, unfortunately. If you have a question, if you have anything that you need to do to get in touch with us, you can always use the email hi@makersgonnalearn.com. And that's where you're able to get one-on-one with the Makers Gonna Learn team. If you have a question, if you have anything that you need us to look at, that is a great place to get in touch with us. But we love the energy here in the comments. And are you guys loving this? I love doing free training. Like Rachel, there's nothing like here we're selling. This is just us, here sharing with you guys, and we're having a lot of fun.
What I love about these too is that you guys, all the viewers, are kind of
steering the conversation.
Yeah, dictating where
we have some. We have some
talking points just in case you guys are quiet. But we love this because we want to help you. That's our goal. So all your questions that we're able to answer, that just makes us happy that we're able to help you guys.
Ooh, I love this. What are reasonable expectations to set out when you are first starting out? My friend, that's where you get to set your own. What I love about this is you get to set your own goal. Whatever that is, I want it to be something, if you're taking notes today, I want you to set this out, and I want you to put a goal that motivates you, but also scares you. If the number only motivates you, it's probably not high enough. But if the number is right there where it motivates you and scares you, that's what we're shooting for, because we want to push you. We want to push a little bit. So, if you think for sure you could get 5 orders, but if you would be shocked and kind of scared if you got 12 orders, maybe that's what you want to shoot for. Or if you want to base it on like a financial number, you're like, I want to make $500. How am I going to do it? If that scares you but also motivates you, that's where I want you to be. You want to be in that meet in the middle, like not overwhelmed, but not like, oh, I can do this. Right in the middle, because right in the middle is where you're going to see the most success. Right in the middle is what's going to motivate you to stay up for 30 minutes extra at night working on it, or maybe working on it after you put the kids to bed, Or, my personal favorite, getting up before the rest of your family so you can work on yourself. Back when I was building my first YouTube channel, I created a Wake Up with Tanner show. At 5 o'clock in the morning, I would film, edit, and post a video like 3 days a week. It was a lot of work, but I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. So yes, cannot wait for craft fairs again. I love it. I started my crafting business at the beginning of the year. I did my first craft fair and made $225. I love it. Oh my gosh. You look so perfect. It looks pre-recorded, like your skin is glowing. Beth, I moisturized with a face mask last night because my skin was literally peeling off, and like not like I'm tan, like it's winter. And so yes, it is it is awesome. Debbie loves her early mornings as well. So my friends, yes, there is so much goodness here, but I want to do something different. How many friends do we have?
We have 427
We have
friends.
427 friends with us here, some on Facebook as well. We're going to do something. At the end of the live stream, we're going to give away a $50 Amazon gift card for anyone that is going to comment and say, hey, I signed up for the webinar training and I'm ready to learn. So if you're already registered, go ahead, leave us a comment that I'm plugged in, I'm ready for webinar week, I'm ready for masterclass week. That's awesome. But if you're saying, Tanner, I'm still not ready, but I love learning from you, I love, being a part of this, these trainings are private. You have to be registered to get the link. Okay, so if you go register, it's makersgonnalearn.com/go. You can go over there and get registered today. As soon as you're registered, it's like 3 buttons. You pick what day you want, put in your name and email, and then you say, here I go. That's all you gotta do. Come back here, and at the end, which we only have a few more spots. We've got a lot. We're about to dive into like how you can really make some money, and not only make money, but make money quick. So if you're ready, go ahead, get excited. At the end of today's free training, we are going to announce who gets a $50 Amazon gift card, and you can go treat yourself to something good today. So yes, Catherine loves being part of this. I am plugged in and ready for webinar week. I'm ready to learn. Hey, I signed up. I love it. I'm registered. Becky, I won't be home during the live webinars. Still pick one. There will be a 24-hour replay for the one you pick. So for example, if you sign up for Sunday nights, you want to be able to carve out time on Monday to watch it. So yes, waiting for my first sale. I love it. I love it. Register for April 18th. Yes. Oh my goodness. So fun. So again, I know a lot of you are still like, Tanner, I'm going to get plugged in. So you can still keep those comments rolling, but let's go ahead and dive in and continue on, because I know a lot of us want to learn how to make cash quick. I'm all about it. Who does not want to make cash quick? Now, one of the biggest things I hear from people just starting out is, Tanner, I've launched my Etsy store, or I launched my, Facebook, and no orders came in. My friends, what you're going to want to realize is that you have to work at it, and it takes time. So I want to share with you 3 principles that you have to do to make money, because unfortunately, this is not overnight success. If you look at anything Makers Gonna Learn has done, that has been over a decade of work. Everything that has happened here for my success, for the company's success, this is 12 years of trial and error. Since 2010, it has been trial and error. And there has been plenty of times we have failed publicly, failed online, failed in business. But I want to share with you guys 3 different principles, 3 different tactics that will help you make money quicker. And they're going to be a little bit different than what you would traditionally think. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not some like go on and take surveys for cash. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about today how you're going to be able to make cash quicker in your business. Okay, I'm loving seeing everyone register. This is good. I love it. Yes. Yes, we're excited. We love giving gift cards here, guys. And you want to know why? Because you get to pick your own prize and it takes 2 seconds to send it to you. So we love it. Well, guys, let's go ahead and share number 1. Now today, my friend, I don't know where you're coming from. I have no idea what is on your heart today. But my friend, I want you, if you're taking notes, if you're hanging out with us and you're like, Tanner, I want you to visualize your why. Whatever your why may be, in my experience, your why is going to be the determining factor on if you're successful or not. Okay, I'm unapologetically saying your why is what's going to determine if you're successful or not. Because if you have no desired outcome, if you have no reason for the work you're putting in, there is not going to be work. You are not going to put in the work. The difference from selling your own projects, the difference from building a business that is 100% yours, is that sometimes you have to do it alone. Sometimes you're going to feel not supported as much as you would. I think there's reasons why MLMs and multi-level marketing works for people. I think it's because there's a lot of accountability. But when you're building your own business, there's not going to be a lot of community because you're building your own business. So you have to develop your why. What it could look like is that I am going to build this business and my why is my kids. I want to support putting them through college. I want to support them through X, Y, and Z. For mine, back in like 2012, my mom had just lost her job. If you know anything about me and my story, I was like 12 or 13, and our family was definitely going through hard and trying times. And what I love about that is that not only does there a testimony come from that, but that was my why to push me to wake up really early. That was my why to stay up really late. So my friends, if you have a why, go ahead and drop it right here in the comments. I want to know what your why is. Why are you here? Like, what are you wanting to do on this earth? What are you wanting to do in this business? What would the success of your business do to alter your day-to-day? Like, what would that look like? Feel free to write it down. Feel free to leave it in a comment if you feel comfortable. I would love to kind of read some of these about it because it is a really fun thing. So yes, Veronica says, I love the fact that you're always calm when teaching and instructing. I registered for the webinar. Rachel, I do have to say, in my years of doing video, I don't feel like I've always been this calm. Like, it's definitely like it comes and goes. Yeah. I definitely have different energy on different days, I guess. Like, there's different levels. I think we bring different environments and different things. So yeah, I'm loving my calm and collected self nowadays.
It's a vibe.
Yes. Tanner, what do you have a monthly charge or per class? So Catherine, I'll answer some questions while we see maybe some of y'all dropping your whys. For Design Make Sell, what I love about this program is that it is an enrollment fee. So what you do is you pay for the enrollment fee. It comes with a 2-course program. It teaches you how to sell and it teaches you how to design. So 2 huge things that correlate really well together. It's just a course enrollment fee. It's a student enrollment fee. It's a little bit higher than what you would maybe consider for an online course, but it's because it's good. Like, this stuff is meaty, like, it's big, it's great. So you definitely would love that. It's video courses, there's a community, there's a lot in there, but once you pay your enrollment fee, you're in. There's no monthly ongoing charge. There's no monthly fee or class, extra charge. There it is. We will have payment plans, but again, the doors are closed. They're opening here in a few weeks, so stay tuned. So we're really excited. I love it. Diane says, crafting to relax, selling will help pay for supplies and fund ministry. I love that.
Listen
I love that.
Tanner. I want to have a passionate filled life, and starting my crafting business will help me.
I love that. Yes. My friends, you have no idea what the shift would be when you get to get up and have something to look forward to. Believe it or not, I've heard people say as they start their own business, as they start their own side hustle, when they wake up, even if they have to go to a 9-to-5 job or something they're not super passionate about, they have something to look forward to when they get home. They have something that they're working for that's for themselves. You know, I saw a great TikTok recently, and it says, you know, you can't just go work a 9 to 5 and then not make time for what you're passionate about. Whether you're passionate about for your family, your friends, whatever that may be, you've got to make time for it. I love that. So pay for medical costs, future funeral costs, most importantly, income for my husband and a business my daughters can continue in my honor for every kind of craft. I love that. I love it. I'm burnt out with the day-to-day grind. I want to be my own boss and make what I decide to make. I love that. So when you're your own boss, it is definitely, struggles of your own to look forward to. As much as I love that. You have to find motivation to get up. You have to find motivation to stay focused. There's so much more to it, but I love it. Tiffany says, my why is I'm a hairstylist of over 30 years, still not doing hair because of the pandemic, feel so lost and need somewhere to go to do some creativity and to be happy. Tiffany, I love that, my friend. I had no idea you're still not able to be working. I've seen you here so many times. I love that over the past year in this pandemic that we have been able to connect. We've all been able to serve each other and really set it apart. And that's what I love. When you have a home-based business, you get to decide. Are you working more this month? Are you pushing harder this month for more sales? Or is it the summer and you're kind of scaling back? Are you go take more time with your family? Every day is precious and we have to make a big deal out of that. So I'm a stay-at-home mom and would love to make some extra money. I love that. The friends here, I truly believe the friends that are wanting just to make extra supplemental income are the ones that are going to be probably greatest impacted by this, because you're going to have the confidence, you're going to have the creativity and the freedom. Like, that's what this provides you, and I love it. So yes, setting your own schedule, enjoying making things, it's so much fun. So develop your why, my friends. I love it. Thank you guys so much for sharing. I know it's a little bit harder to share things that are super personal to us, right? Like, do we feel that way? I feel that way. So let's go ahead and take a look at number 2. Now, again, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about how to make quick cash, but 3 things that might surprise you. So develop your why. Next up, write your roadmap. Now, what this looks like is writing your roadmap is something that is going to be different for all of us, because this is going to be different. We have different whys, and if you have established your why, you will have your finish line. You'll have what that looks like. You know what it takes to get to meet your why. Everything's aligned, and your roadmap is kind of like a new, the new version of a business plan. Let's think of it like that. You're writing your business plan, and as you write your business plan, you're coming up with your step-by-step guide on what you have to do, what you have to learn, and create that roadmap for you. So write your roadmap. This is what I do every single time I launch something new. I have a large list of the steps that it takes. And my friends, if you write it out and you look at it and say, why the heck did Tanner tell me to write this roadmap? I am a little overwhelmed. My friend, that's what happens to me too. So we would be in the same boat. It's a little overwhelming, but you want to visualize it. You want it down on paper so that all the ideas are not stuck in your head, okay? So write your roadmap, even though it might be overwhelming, even though it might be scary, write it out so that you're able to quickly have not only your ideal plan, but it's so much fun. Let me see if I took a picture of this. You guys know I love doing this. I want you guys to see something. So hold on, I think I favorited it. This is so good. If I can find this, I'm literally gonna freak out. It's from a long time ago, so you guys know I'm all about it. So let me find it. Here we go. Let me think where it would be. This is worth looking for, I promise. So this was actually one of the first business plans I wrote for Makers Gonna Learn, and I was on a plane, and it was really funny. So I had a mock-up of everything. I had a mock-up of the website. I had all kinds of crazy little mock-ups. So let me find that real quick.
I love that you took a picture of it.
I took a picture of it. I found it recently, and I want to find it for you guys because it's definitely worth it if I can find it. I'm trying to think where I would have. I'm literally looking at my map of this, of all the different places we've been. I love all the different places. So if you ever need to look at a map, you can see where all your pictures were taken. Oh my gosh, Rachel, I hope I can find this.
You know,
I swear
Courtney showed me that last week, and
I
it blew my
love
mind.
that.
I never knew about it. So if
It's
you
amazing.
have an iPhone and you go to your photos, down at the bottom you can actually pick. It says places, and you can click that, and your phone knows where you took photos, like you know, where in your town.
It's
or whatever.
fantastic.
Super neat.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so I may have to just describe you this, but seeing it was like literally goals. I may have to find it and post it later because this is definitely worth looking at. I'm gonna look for like 2 more seconds and then I'll be like, okay, I have to stop. But I found it! Oh my gosh! So this was on, oh my goodness. So this was November 7th of 2017. This was before we launched Maker's Gonna Learn. I think I had just left a Cricut event I was teaching, and it is so good. So Rachel, you're gonna have to like coach me on how to like, what I should do here.
Down a little, unfortunately.
Down. Oh, the focus?
Yeah, the focus. Right there is about as clear as your
Okay, cool. So anyway, real quick, you can just see that like here on this right here, we had like membership project 2017. We had a goal of 400 students by 2018. And then I wrote this to myself. So I said, Tanner, I believe in myself to build this community of amazing people. Let's do it. In God, all things are possible. I cannot believe I'm sharing this with you guys. Can't believe it. So this is a live photo. Anyway, what I did over here was I did like a mock-up of the website. This is so, I cannot even. So I had projects, I had FAQs, what you get, the video, information to sign up, I had Maker's Gonna Learn there because I had just decided the name. Look at this, y'all. We had about us, files, workshops, social links. So y'all, I practice what I preach when I say, build your roadmap, outline what you want to do, how much you want to make, what it's going to look like, how you're going to do it, because that's really what it's going to take for you to visualize it, for you to see it. And then on other pages, I kind of had my to-do list. Like, okay, I need to get a logo. Okay, I need to pick a name. Like, these are things that you have to do, and those kind of get overwhelming. But all I did was I took it one step at a time. Take 5 names, throw them at your friends, work through them, think about what would be good about it, what would not. For example, I had one of my ideas was to be kind of like tailored like to Cricut. So it was going to have like Cricut in the name or something like that. And I was like, oh, that might not be good because what if, Cricut's not popular forever, but I want it to be relevant. So I'd been at a donut shop and they had this big thing that says Maker's Gonna Make. So I was looking through my pictures and I saw that and I was like, Maker's Gonna Make. I was like, well, we're makers, but we're gonna learn. And I was like, well, so I threw it at some people. They didn't hate it, so I kind of went with it. So that's what we did, and that's what you guys get to do too. So it's fun. It's a creative process. Like building your business is a creative process. Finding out how to build a customer base is a creative process, my friends. Me and Rachel sit in meetings and we're like, what about this title? What about this thumbnail? Like, what about, all these different things? It's part of the creative process.
It is. And I think also it's important to know that while it is super important, you can't get to the point where you're overthinking it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like we would in a craft project. Just like we would in a craft project.
And be completely overthinking it when the correct answer you hit 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's a balance.
Yes. You get to, learn a lot about yourself. You get to learn about setting limits. I like to set really clear expectations for myself with deadlines so that I know that deadline I have to kind of be set in stone with the name, set in stone with the website and things like that. So yes, I keep wondering if people will really pay $35 for paper and glue. Julie, if you are a paper crafter, honey, I would love to find a customer that would try to even do it half as good as you do. You know what I mean? They are not going to look at that and say, this is just paper and glue, Julie. They are going to look at this and say, wow, look at this hard work that Julie put in this for me. I have no idea where to start. I have no idea how to make something so intricate, and all kinds of so much fun. So I love it. I think you are definitely on the right track, but it's great to throw those out there, and you can ask the community. I love for you guys to kind of share all of your thoughts. That's what we do in Design Make Sell, throwing out questions, getting support. You can email and get support. I am an overthinker as well a lot of the time, so it's a lot of fun. So yes, in the new training, we are going to add some great live training in there, monthly Q&A, so we can ask questions, hang out, and so much fun. So that's a sneak peek to a bonus. Get excited. I can't wait to share it with you. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But we have a third for you, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. This is what I want you guys to do. We're getting close to the end of today's free training, and my friends, even though the doors are not open for Design Make Sell yet, even though it's not webinar week yet, I want you guys to go ahead and start. Go ahead and lean in and start. Realize that you do have opportunities in the next upcoming weeks to get support. You're going to be live with me on a webinar. I cannot wait. We have a few other live trainings like these coming up, so stay tuned for that. But you can go ahead, lean in, and start. This is what I want you to do. You have your roadmap, you have your why. Feel free to put the why on the top of the paper. Feel free to write out that roadmap, and then all you have to do is lean in and get started. So what that may look like is thinking about your business name, thinking about your logo. How are you going to do it? Did you know in Design Make Sell, we teach you all kinds of great affordable places to get your logo created? We teach you how to do it. We go through behind the scenes of how Maker's Gonna Learn did their logo. It's really crazy. So I love it, guys. I want you to lean in, and I want you guys to get started. So I love it. And Design Make Sell is independent of the Maker's Gonna Learn membership. They go hand in hand together, but it's very different. But my friends, I want to leave you with one last tip, one last trick that I do not want you to check out I do not want you to leave without checking out. Sydney says, would you recommend waiting until after your free webinar and potentially joining Design Make Sell to fully dive in? I want to start with a good knowledge base. Cindy, you can feel free to wait, but you can get started. You can start thinking of your name. You can start thinking about things that you are pretty confident about, or just start, writing what steps you think it would take. I want you to do something. So do something that you feel confident in, and you may edit it, you may change it, but that's okay. So go ahead and get started, and we will, see you in the live training. We have some more coming up in the next few weeks, and it's so much fun. But my friends, before we head out, this is what I want you guys to take. Number one, the number one secret no one tells you about success is consistency. Consistency is showing up every day. Consistency is you being here ready to learn more. Consistency is saying, hey, I launched this yesterday and it didn't do well. And you, instead of beating yourself up about it, you're going to say, what can I do different today to get different results? Because the way, to find out what works is trying stuff. So instead of beating yourself up saying, I posted this on Facebook, no one loved it, no one liked it, no one ordered, wake up tomorrow and say, okay, didn't do well here. What can I do different today? Can I, work on Etsy descriptions? Can I work on adding new products? Anything like that. It is so much fun. So the consistency, the number one secret no one's gonna tell you about. But my friend, last but not least, I've been here with you guys for now, an hour and 10. We have went over. I apologize. I guess you all didn't know we're over. I've been loving it. I thought we were like at 30 minutes. So
That's what it feels like, doesn't it?
to be at 70 minutes instead of 30.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yes, that is so true. My friends, join an upcoming webinar. We have the 18th, we have the 20th, and we have the 22nd. 8 p.m., 10 a.m., and 6 p.m. So trying to find a little bit of everything for you guys. The 18th, we already have Rachel, we have a lot of people registered. We have over 1,000 people just registered for the 8 p.m. Now the 10 a.m. and the 6 p.m. were a little bit less, but the people are really showing up for that 18.
Taylor,
They want the first.
How excited they are
They want to be in number one.
Day.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. There's gonna be some really, really great stuff at all of the webinars. My energy is gonna be at all three of them, but I'm pretty pumped up for that Sunday webinar. I'm not gonna lie. So that's fun. So grab it now. Again, my friends, who registered? Because we're about to pick someone to win the $50 Amazon gift card that registered for the webinar today. So all you need to do is let us know, hey Tanner, I registered. If you need help registering and you're like, Tanner, I don't know if it's as easy as you make it seem. So I'm gonna share with you how to register. Again, it's makersgonnalearn.com/go. Rachel's pinned the link. It's the first link down below, and I'm gonna share with you how to do it. This is the URL. This is where you're gonna go to get registered. All you have to do is click register now. No need to register twice, not at all. You'll be able to click register now. You're checking availability. These seats will fill up. There is a select number of people that we can get in each one because these are private. These are not on YouTube, Rachel. Like right. These are just for the people that register.
Not public.
You click set date. In 11 days, you have the 18th, 13th, or 15 days. So you pick the time. Say I want to go to 10 a.m. on Tuesday. Then you can type in your name. You can say Tanner. You'd enter your email address, hi@makersgonnalearn. You'd enter your phone number and click register now. Then you'll be in, okay? What you can do is go ahead, get registered today, get pumped up, and then we are so excited to host you guys at the webinar training. You do not want to miss out on that. So are you guys excited? I cannot wait. Again, we have next Wednesday, we have another free training like this. I cannot wait to show up. I'm going to go through and read a lot more of these questions. I know a big question we have is, Tanner, I'm not able to attend live at either one of these trainings. What do I do? You have a 24-hour replay. 24-hour replay, that's it, okay? So pick a date that within 24 hours of the time, you're gonna be able to watch the replay. That's all we ask. We give 24 hours to set the stage for urgency. First of all, you're gonna be way more tuned in if you can attend live. So if you can attend live, please show up to live. That is the way we love it. I love this. I love our Design Make Sell training program. We welcomed 1,000 students last year. I'm excited to welcome, I'm going to tell you all our goal. Our goal is to welcome 2,400 students over the course of this year. So we're so excited. This is going to be so much fun. So we hope to welcome, over 2,000 students this year to Design Make Sell. And what that's going to look like is 2,000 people creating financial freedom, creating freedom for their lives, business, and really helping them accomplish their goals, live happier, fuller lives, and then they're going to be able to live out their passions even easier. So I love it. Rachel, I know you have picked. Have you picked? You've picked someone.
Yes.
So excited.
First of all,
There's so many people ready. Yes, I love it.
People want to come, and on the first day they're ready.
The first day is going to be big. It's going to be good. Rachel, how many friends do we still have with us?
400.
Y'all have been loyal.
Yes.
You all have been faithful to this class. So I want to say thank you all so much. I was not ready for this, Rachel.
No.
I did not think this was about to happen. I don't know what was going to happen. OMG, the confirmation page with baby Tanner. What picture did we use? I've looked at this page. What picture?
Tanner's going to investigate.
What picture is baby Tanner? I'm not going to show it. Don't show them, Rachel, because they got to look themselves if they've not registered.
Okay.
Y'all, there's no baby pictures of Tanner. That is all pictures from last year. Have I aged? Do I look old?
Have I aged?
These are all pictures from the last year. So, oh wait, I think there's a picture of me with a baby.
Okay.
I think that's what they're talking about.
Maybe it's baby and Tanner.
I love it. Well, Rachel, I know people are literally on the edge of their seat.
So the winner of the gift card.
I would give
again, Tanner. Great idea.
I would love to give all of you a gift card because that's how grateful I am for all of you for getting registered. So I love it.
So the winner of today's $50 gift card is Miss Shirley Scott.
Shirley Scott! Congratulations! Woohoo! I love it. I love
Be sure
it.
to send us your email address at hi@makersgonnalearn.com. Let our team know you won the $50 gift card, and we will send that right over to you.
Yes. Oh my goodness, I love it. We are faithful because we love our Makers Gonna Learn people. Yes, I love it. Oh my goodness, that's so much fun. Okay, we're getting a lot of questions about the photos. So if you want to go ahead and share the screen, I'll show you. This right here is what you get after you're registered. So after you're registered for the training, please check your email for confirmation. You'll receive an email 10 minutes with all the details about the training and instructions on what to do next.
Oh,
and
Tanner, no, it is you, baby Tanner.
Where? Which one?
Look.
Oh, baby Tanner.
Baby Tanner.
Oh, yes, that is baby Tanner. Sorry. You guys are always right. I'm always
They
wrong.
are.
I love it. So yeah, you can see baby Penny. You can see me and Addie. You can see me and Courtney. You can see me and Becca's kids. You can see me and Kendall. You can see me and my mom. Anyway, so let's be friends over on Instagram, y'all. Be sure to head over to Instagram. Follow us over there and comment some of your big goals for 2021. So what I'm going to do is read you one to end our time together today. So let me just go over here and just read one of here. Tina just sent me a message right here and says, my goal for 2021 is to be more successful in my business and to find my 3 products that will do well in Etsy stores and craft fairs. So Tina, I'm so excited for you to get plugged in. Guys, you can go over there, follow me on Instagram, TannerBell1023, follow Makers Gonna Learn as well, and message me and let me know what you're excited about to conquer in your own business. So that is so much fun. Congratulations, Sheila! Yay! Or excuse me, Shirley.
No,
Shirley, I apologize.
There's so many names on
so many names. Yes, I love it. Well, guys, thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you guys lean in and get excited to get started before and during the webinar. I cannot wait to see you guys there. And thank you guys for hanging out today. So we'll see you guys real soon. Anything else?
No, I'm great.
Me